Hello everybody, thank you so much for stopping in. This is your friendly neighborhood demon slayer. Back at it again, here to slay some demons, relay some messages, learn some lessons with you guys. This is a general tarot card reading. I am working with pre-shuffled card decks, so I don't waste your time on the video. And let's get at it. So universe, what messages do you have for us today? What lessons do we need to learn? What demon do we need to be slaying out here? What have you got for us? We have substantial income in the reverse and sparking new ideas in the reverse. Alright, come on, let's get organized. Organize. Thank you. We have naming structures in the reverse. And we have habitual violations. What else do we have here? Manic in the reverse. Integrity is here. Ready is here. And we have boundaries here. Angels, what do you have for this reading? What can we learn from all this? What do we need to know? Become aware of? We have Three of Pentacles here. We have Seven of Swords in the reverse here. And we have the Chariot. I say and, we got one more for this round. We have Page of Swords in the reverse. Alright, so what card is here to support the substantial income in reverse? What do we have here? We have operating without a license in the reverse. We have governmental contracts in the reverse, next to sparking new ideas in the reverse. We have thinking before speaking in the reverse. And we have cleaning house. Right next to habitual violations. Alright, what do we have here with manic? We have self-sabotage in the reverse. With the manic in reverse. What do you have with integrity here? Charisma. What do we have with ready here? We have convenient in the reverse. And with boundaries, we have intuition in the reverse. What do we have with this Three of Pentacles here? We have the Devil in reverse. Then we have Three of Wands in reverse next to the Seven of Swords in reverse. What do we have with this Chariot? Seven of Cups. And lastly, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. What do we have for that? Or with that? It's going to be Two of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody was flipped on their ass. Somebody was flipped on their ass, and someone was trying to make them appear as if they were losing everything because they're evil, they're wicked, and they need to be cast down or cast out. But this is actually a divine being. Somebody set them up. So whoever I'm talking about right here, this divine energy, you lost like everything. Everything material you lost. So if you ever had this substantial income, whatever income you did have is gone. I don't know if it cost you a job, whatever these lies were, operating without a license in reverse. Somebody accused you of doing they got you fired, dude. Somebody got you fired. Stating that you didn't know what you were doing and blah, 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 blah. They were successful in getting you fired. But I'm telling you, a company who's willing to listen to a lie and fall for a lie, they're not a stable company. So, like, as far as I'm picking up on this energy, I think you're gonna do way better without that company anyway. We have manic in the reverse and self-sabotage in the reverse. You are not the kind of person that they were making you out to be. You are not someone who self-sabotages. Maybe you once did in the past, all right? But this being fired and this losing everything is not your doing. You would not. It's in the reverse. You did not do this to yourself. This was somebody's false accusations, trying to dump you on your ass so that you're embarrassed by the community, and that the community would then cast you out, assuming that you did something wrong. We have Three of Pentacles here and the Devil in reverse. So something is in the works right now. Something is in the works right now. Some action has been taken, and it's going to reverse this devil energy, if it hasn't already. The next line, we have sparking new ideas and governmental contracts in the reverse. I feel like this may have also costed you future employment. Like after you were fired and you tried to go elsewhere, it cost you. You were just not seen the same. You know what I mean? Like some of these companies will band together and they'll be like, hey, don't hire this person. This is what they did. But if it's a fucking lie, do you know how much they're fucking with your life? Not only did they cause you to get fired, but now you can't even get hired. We have integrity and charisma here. Whoever you are full of integrity. This charisma here, I feel like, I don't know, I'm not picking up that you're feeling very charismatic right now. I feel like naturally you are charismatic, and that is something that you helped bring to the table at this last job. But I feel like this kind of broke your confidence a little bit. But this is still in the upright, which means this is a part of you. It will be returned back to you. You will gain this confidence back. You will get this back on track. We have the Seven of Swords here in reverse and the Three of Wands. So yes, that's proof that you're going to get whatever's coming to you has to be greater than this, because they have to pay all that shit back, and it comes back with interest. You know what I'm saying? So whatever is coming to you is going to be absolutely amazing. What they tried to steal is being returned to you. And they are not going to be prepared, because they really thought that that this was going to be the last straw, that that you were not going to survive this, that you were not going to get through it, that you were not going to push through, that you were not going to see the truth, that you were not going to move on, that you would just self-sabotage and lay down and shut the fuck up, but you're not. Next line, we have naming structures in the reverse and thinking before speaking in the reverse. So this is whoever this was calling false accusations against you. Not realizing, whoever this was, they honestly did not realize that there were going to be consequences attached to this on such a deep level. We have ready here and convenient in the reverse. So I am getting that the divine being that I'm talking to that lost everything, you may have felt like you weren't ready for this to happen to you, but spiritually speaking, like Spirit is telling me that on a spiritual level, you were ready. You were ready. You learned what you needed to learn to prepare to go through this. Not to say that it was right or anything like that, but that you are somebody who transmutes energy, so you're going to come out with this, you're going to come out of this with a grand lesson learned, and it's going to be used for your future work. Okay? And we have convenient in the reverse. So even though it was not convenient, even though it didn't feel like it, spiritually, you were ready. You were ready. Because not everybody would have survived. There are a lot of people out there in the world that would have rolled over and died. Or just taken it in the ass. But you're flipping this around. The Chariot here. The Chariot is taking you away from this shit. And you're going to run into more choices. It's like, oh man. 7 of Cups. See, 7 is so hugely significant here. I really feel like there's like going to be like 7 different people or 7 different entities or companies or organizations that are going to make you an offer once the truth has been exposed. That's what you're headed towards. And even for some of y'all, if the truth does not get exposed about what happened here, it's like this event is making you switch lanes. So you may be like changing career paths altogether, and whatever it is, it's bringing this. You've got 7 of Cups coming for you. You're going to have alternatives. You're going to have options. Like people are going to see your value in something, and like that's where the good spot's going to be. You're going to be paid back for all of this bullshit. And see, that's the thing, in case anyone has forgotten, just because you don't see somebody go to jail or reprimanded or reaping consequences for what they've done does not mean that they're not going to see those consequences. Sometimes spirit doesn't always bring people to like physical jail. Sometimes they will make them ill. They'll make them terminally ill. They will kill them. Something will happen to their family. Like, there are consequences beyond what we can see, feel, touch, and hear and experience outside of them. Sometimes the consequences are internal, which eventually lead to external things, right? But what I'm just trying to say is not every consequence is rendered out in the open in the 3D. And whoever this is, habitual violations, whoever said this false accusation against you to get you fired has done this multiple times. Now that's coming right here next to cleaning house. So whoever this is, they're not going to get away with it. They will be caught. It's going to be more than just a spiritual consequence. This is 3D shit. Somebody's going to notice. Somebody's going to take notice or investigate, and they're going to uncover this. So, but like I said, I mean, maybe the most they get is like a firing. You know, maybe they just get fired and then that's it. After they fucking ruined your life. Because you didn't just get fired. You got fired and you were refused the right to go and work for anybody else because of this false shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, maybe all they get is being fired, But I promise you it's going to be so much more than that. This is because you have healthy boundaries here. So whether or not you hold any intuition or you're aware of this before it happened, it doesn't matter because it's still surfacing. It's still surfacing. We have the Page of Swords here in reverse and the Two of Pentacles. So to me, that's just confirmation that this person is going to face a physical 3D consequence here. There will be truth revealed about what they've done. There will not be any question about it. There's no however it comes to be that it's revealed that they were lying, there will be no shadow of a doubt. Like there must be some kind of physical evidence of this. Because there's no doubt. There will be no doubt. People will not be able to deny it, even if they wanted to. This is quite a beautiful reading. It's an unfortunate reading, right? But this is a beautiful reading because whoever I'm reading for, this divine being, you're a transmuter. You're very good about transmuting energy. So in other words, you're not of the typical variety of human beings out here who, once pain has been inflicted on you, then you turn around and inflict it on someone else. Like, that's not you. Instead, when you receive that pain, you transmute it, and then you push something else healthier, brighter, happier, lighter out into the world with it. Because you internalized it, you learned a lesson, and you were brave enough to say, it stops with me. I'm not going to continue doing this shit. I'm not going to seek revenge on this person. I'm going to let God deal with it. So very, very beautiful energy. And you've got so much coming to you. You have no idea. So like I said, like for some of y'all are literally switching career paths like all together. For some of y'all, this is a dream come true or will be a dream come true. Like this is something that you've always wanted to do, always wanted to get into, but like you haven't because maybe you were stuck in that like survival mode, that 3D consciousness where, you know, you're in that matrix and you got, oh, I have to go to work at 9 to 5, otherwise I'm not succeeding in life, you know. Something's been awakened within you and you know better now. And so now you're reaching for that creativity, no matter who you are, even if you're not per se chasing that old dream. That same creativity that came to you as a child is now resurfacing, and you're going to be able to use that for your next line of work, whatever it is. And I'm getting that you're going to have plenty of options. You're going to have to choose. You are going to have to choose what it is that you want to do. And you're going to have that right, and you're going to have the room to do that and exercise that. But you are going to be very, very sought after, whoever you are. Whoever you are. So this is absolutely beautiful. And thank you for choosing to be brave and to transmute that shit instead of going out into this world and perpetuating that shit like everybody else. Thank you. Thank you. And you're being rewarded. You're being rewarded for not seeking revenge against this individual. You're being rewarded for what was unrightfully taken from you. And you're being rewarded for learning and transmuting. So that's why it's coming back like more than tenfold. It's more than tenfold. It's more than tenfold because you passed more than one test here, if that makes sense. All right, you guys, thank you so much for stopping in and sharing in this energy with me. If you do feel so led, please leave a like, share, subscribe, or comment. All of the above help me to grow this channel so that I can reach more people and eventually be able to come on here and do some live readings with you guys. I cannot wait for that. But until then, you guys, and until our next reading, I bid you adieu, and I love you. Bye.